Hi guys, this is Mr. Maloney coming to you for a quick mini lesson that hopefully is a review for most fourth grade friends. And today we're going to be discussing how characters change over time. How do they change from the beginning of the book to the end of a book? So I want to ask you this question. Are you the same person you were at the start of the fourth grade year? Of course not. People change over time. No one stays the same. People change on the outside, and we know that's called external traits. For instance, Mr. Maloney might have a little bit more gray hair right now than he did at the start of the year. But people also change on the inside, and we know that's called internal traits over time. So, what do we need to do? Readers of fictional books need to pay attention to how characters change throughout a book to get a better understanding of what is happening in the book and why it is happening. So, how do we look for character change as we are reading in our book club book? You really focus in on two things, fourth graders. How is your character feeling? What motivates him or her? Did the character have a change in attitude? And then also, so this is kind of like your character on the inside, right? How the character's feeling about things. And this is more of your character on the outside. How is your character acting? And some things to pay attention to. Usually in strong fictional books, the main characters want something. What does your character want? And did your character overcome an obstacle? Those are things to tune in on. So as a reader, when I'm really focused on how is a character changed throughout the story, I really focus in on how is a character feeling earlier in the story, middle of the story, and end of the story, and how is he or she acting as well. Now, I do have this organizer for you. You might use this in your book club book, or you might just have your teacher tell you to use Post-it notes and track this. But it's pretty slick. You put the character's name here, and then near the beginning of the book, how's your character feeling? And also, how is your character acting? Later on in the book, what changes do you notice about how your character feels? And also, how your character acts. I usually put this in at the very end. What caused that change? So let me show you an example. I did this from Number the Stars, obviously. Here's Anna Marie. Here's what I think about Anna Marie near the beginning of the story. How does she feel? Well, in that very first chapter, it's kind of like the German soldiers are just there. It's kind of a way of life almost for Anna Marie. And she's kind of indifferent to them. Indifferent means they're just kind of there and she doesn't seem to care a whole lot. She is very quiet and passive. Passive means you don't really say much. Later on in the story, fourth graders, and I don't want to spoil it depending on when you see this, so I won't give a lot of details. But we go from Anna Marie just kind of accepting that the soldiers are there to her realizing she needs to protect her best friend, Ellen. Anna Marie understands how serious this entire situation is. And she also goes from being very quiet and passive with the soldiers. In a scene near the end, she is much more confident in front of the soldiers. In fact, at one point, kind of talking back to a German soldier, which I don't think she would have done at the beginning of the story. So this is an organizer that might help you out. And what I thought caused all this is Anna Marie just understands more about why the German soldiers are there. And she knows a lot of that because of Ellen and Ellen's family, the Rosens. So I think this is a really neat organizer to help you track how characters change, throughout his story. Happy reading.